Back in the kitchen with Chef Carol. I would like to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. Today I'm going to be making homemade beef stew, and I'm going to be adding horseradish to the beef stew for flavor. That's the flavor I'm looking for. And already I have some oregano, I have some ginger paste, I have some garlic paste. I'm going to add also some onion powder before I place into the pan. That's about 2 teaspoons. And I'm going to go ahead and coat my pan with the olive oil paste, extra virgin olive oil paste, and start to stir my beef, my chopped beef, in the pan to get it braised. And then I'm going to start adding my moisture mixture, which is going to be chicken broth and maybe 2 cups of water. I have my baby carrots that I'm going to add in, and I have my potatoes already chopped. This is my homemade beef stew. So let me go ahead and coat the meat down real good before I put it in the pan with the olive oil. The olive oil is already hot, and I'm just going to go ahead and coat the pan with the beef. Let me get my spoon up. Got my spoon. And I have my chopped onions. I have my chopped celery. I have a chopped red pepper and a green pepper. And then I'm going to add that in with the beef while it go ahead and get braised and get this thing started here. Let me turn the pan up to high so that I can cook the meat down partially, not the whole way, because I'm going to boil it with the chicken broth and water. So we'll just let that cook before I add in my onions, my celery, my ginger, and my red pepper. And that's all the seasoning that's going to be for the beef stew. Okay, once I cook this down halfway, I'm going to go ahead and add some horseradish, which gives it a brilliant flavor. That's a flavor that is unremarkable. Like, it's so delicious. And I just went ahead and bought a pan of, the beef cubes, the value pack. I'm only going to use half a pack. And go ahead and get this thing started here. So I'm just going to add some Worcestershire sauce to the pan here. Just a little bit of Worcestershire, maybe 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Again, I'm doing my video recording with one hand, but it works. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add half of my onion in. I'm going to put the celery in. I'm going to put the green pepper in and the red pepper. It's a half a red pepper, 1 whole red pepper and a half a green pepper that I'm adding to the pan here. They're beautiful flavors. Awesome flavors. Quick meal here. And just go ahead and cook that till it gets nice and brown, the meat. And my vegetables are cooked down partially. Again, I have my pan on high heat so it can fry. And we'll just cook that down until my onions are transparent. My meat's already seasoned. Got that already done. Let's go ahead and just add the rest of the onions because I can add more onion because I love the onion flavor. So I may add more onions to the pan once I add my carrots and my potatoes. Once this is halfway done, then I'll add my carrots to get that good, nice carrot taste in your beef stew. What's a beef stew without carrots and potatoes? So we'll let that cook down too. The onions are transparent. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some applewood horseradish. This is applewood horseradish for my beef stew. This gives it a unique taste, and that's a tablespoon of horseradish. Some people don't like horseradish, but I tend to enjoy horseradish in my beef. So we'll go ahead and mix that up. If you like the flavor of horseradish, then this meal is for you. Quick, easy meal. Cook down until the onions are transparent. You're gonna cook it again with the chicken broth, and then I may add a cup of water. I'll see how much water goes in this pan here, just to cover until it cooks down, until it's done. And then maybe halfway through, I'll go ahead and add my carrots and my potatoes that I chopped. And then just let this sit here and cook for a good hour. I give and take. It depends on the temperature that you have it on. Let it cook for an hour till the meat is nice and tender. I may throw it in the oven and let it cook down some more too as well at 350 for about 15-20 minutes until done. So nice and flavorful beef stew here. Look at those vegetables. Can't beat that. Nice hearty meal. You can make rice and get you some biscuits. I'm not doing the biscuits today. I'm just going to do the beef stew. I don't even think I'm going to make any rice. I might just eat a hearty bowl of beef stew. And we let that horseradish flavoring get into the meat as it braises here. This is how I make my beef stew. Everybody make theirs different. They put their different ingredients in. This is how I do mine. I love the flavor of horseradish. Can't knock it till you try it. And this is hearty beef stew meal. Again, towards the end, it depends on once I taste it, the flavor. I may put a little bit more, maybe a teaspoon of horseradish in. I'm not sure. The horseradish is a really strong flavor to it. And this is applewood smoked flavor, and it's really good in your beef stew. Can't beat that. You really can't. Okay. I don't want to cook my meat all the way through. Okay, my onions are looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my chicken stock. This is half a box. I got some chicken stock. This is bone broth chicken stock from Swanson's. which has 8 grams of protein. So I'm just going to add that to the pot. See how that covers? That covered it pretty good. So it may not need too much water. So the flavors are going to be awesome, guys. That's chicken broth. And then we just let this boil down. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Okay, so now I'm just going to add some water to the pan, to the pot too. Just to cover. That's maybe a cup of water. And then you just let it boil. That's the making of my beef stew. Hearty beef stew. And I'll let that cook down. Get nice and seasoned in the meat there. Let it cook down. And then I'll go ahead and add my carrots and my potatoes. And I'll add maybe a tablespoon more of my horseradish to give it that hearty flavor. Okay, let's let that cook. Let's put the lid on and let that boil. In the Kitchen with Chef Carol, guys. I'm back with another video showing the end results of my hearty beef stew.